Conflicts arise, but in resolving conflicts, there is one point and only one point of zero difference. We call that the point of zero conflict, where there's perfect alignment, there's perfect understanding. And look at this sign. It is the point at which there is no argument whatsoever. What is that point? Hold on, I'll come on to it. But before that, let's understand, why does conflict arise? Conflict arises for two reasons. One is that the two people have different experiences, different knowledge, different likes and dislikes. They're coming from different perspectives. And that's why, and those perspectives and those knowledge collide, right? They're not aligned. The second reason is that every human being is looking for some personal success, some gain. And the gain of two people is also conflicting, and they collide. So these are the wrong points from which to drive your discussions. And most discussions are driven from experience or from gain. What we're saying is the point of zero conflict, look at the sign, the point of zero conflict is only one, and that is the end value to the customer, to the client, or the organization, or whoever we exist to serve through our capabilities and our skills. That is the point of zero alignment. Let's take an example. I was doing a workshop, a strategy workshop for a huge medical devices company, right? They're in cardiology and so on. The marketing director and the finance director, they collide. Why? And they're not in alignment. They're in conflict. Why? Because the marketing director is saying, I'd like to recruit an extra 25 maintenance engineers. The finance director says, no way. Now look, the difference in the knowledge base and the experience, and therefore the zone in which each is working, is different. Why? Because the marketing director, his zone and his experience is all about customer service and improved customer service and building the market and revenue. The finance director is all about cost and control, and we have a collision of perspectives. So this was the point of zero difference. What is it? It is the customer's end value. Now, when the discussion goes that as a result of 25 more maintenance engineers, we can bring down the repair time from 9 hours to 4.5 hours, right? And that is the central problem of 6 major prospects. And at 3 million euros per machine, 6 prospects means converting them into 18 million of revenue. Suddenly now, the finance director sees it from a different perspective and is evaluating 25 maintenance engineers' salaries against 18 million of revenue, 18 million euro of revenue. The job is done. So it went from the point of zero difference, which was the end market's end value, right? And it's not just in strategy. Think about another mundane example. Let's say that one of your team members comes to you and says, hey boss, I want to take a holiday. Now you know he can't take a holiday in 2 weeks' time. And what do you say? This is the wrong time. You should really, replan and stuff like that. No. Much better to go to the point of zero difference, which is the end value of the client, and start saying things like, listen, hey, great, fantastic, no problem. Where are you thinking of going? And he says, the Maldives. Oh, brilliant. By the way, listen, in 2 weeks' time, we have the launch of that major project on which you are doing the IT. And everything is dependent on that in terms of the growth. We'll get, of course, beat competition. And we're serving this market or that market's this value and that value. And a result of that, we will be getting so much percentage market share. How do you intend that work should be covered? Now, if he says, boss, not my problem, then it's an easy decision, right? But most likely he'll say, well, boss, thank you for asking me that, because I've planned that John will do this and Claire will do that, and this is how we'll cover the work, and the launch will happen with perfection without any difficulty. Job is done. Go on the holiday. Who's stopping you? So you see, the point of zero difference was the end value to the end client. Now, final point is that why? Why is this the point of zero difference? Do you know why it's the point of zero difference? The end customer's end value? Because it doesn't belong to you, it doesn't belong to me, it doesn't belong to the two conflicting parties. It is independent of them. And yet it is the one thing that binds everyone together. It is the only point of alignment. If you start every discussion, every meeting, every communication, every email from that point, you will have much better decisions, much better alignment, much better communication. The job will be done. Success is yours.